Hello everyone, my name is Tom. Welcome to another episode of Haulertalk. I gave it a name, yes I did. It's called Haulertalk at the moment, where we talk into this webcam. Basically, it's a webcam that I use as a microphone, so that's why the audio is not really super. But you know, it's good enough for commentary. It's fun, and I'm enjoying myself doing this currently, so that's what all that counts, which is also the topic of this video, is about being pleased with the content you create. May you be a YouTuber, a fellow artist, may you be, I don't know, some random guy creating school presentations for other people. What am I going to do? I'm gonna give you advice on how not to be a douchebag and be happy with your own stuff. Because I was in a time where trying to become famous with making art. You might be like, everyone wants to become famous, but I didn't want to become famous for the fact of being famous. All I care about is having a small community to interact with, which could be translated to having friends to see my content and interact with it, which is basically the situation I've currently with like around 50 or so people that I don't know also liking it. So it's like a small community which I build up, which I really enjoy. This is what I like. But what I did like last year, in December of 2017, I tried to become famous for the fact of making money and not because I wanted to become famous. The goal was to have as many followers as possible to get commissions from, you know, a steady stream of commissions, because many people know about you, many people like your stuff, and as a result, many people would commission you. That's the theory, and it's kind of also how it works in practice. So, didn't want to become famous for the fact of being famous, but for the fact of making money for a steady income, and it bombed because I joined communities I shouldn't join, because I joined them for me being interested in the money they would give me, and those were very toxic communities, and they would very harshly, unnecessarily criticize me. I'm not saying that I'm bad with criticism, because I like criticism. If someone has a pointer on me how to become better, I'd gladly hear it. But if you're just going on a tangent, saying that I'm a horrible person and that I should stop because my stuff is bad, I'm just, no, I don't agree with that. But I do agree if you're saying, hey, I don't like this, and this is what you can do to improve it. And if enough people say it, and it's not just like a single person. Currently, if there's like a single person watching and saying it, of course I'll change it. But if they're like, for example, you have 200 people watching you, and 2 of those people are complaining about something, will you try to, you know, compromise for them, or will you just let it be and do your own thing? I would say be yourself, do what you want. It's about you, not about them. If they don't like your content anymore, let them go. And you need to have the strength to do that, which I built up over the last year. I didn't have it in my previous YouTube accounts. I had a very popular YouTube account, I'm gonna say. So I had like the famous follower, but that was for YouTube commentary back in like 2012. It was a really long time ago, and I was one of the only Dutch Let's Players on the Minecraft scene at that moment. So I was very early, and for that reason I got a bit of a following. So that was way back then, and I got burned out of it because I tried to please everyone. It was like, okay, I cannot do this, and when your views start to tank because you don't do what the other people want to do, so it's just tanking and low view counts, you got burned out of it. And I know someone that's currently also getting burned out of it for that fact. So what do you do if you're getting burned out because your views are dropping, if your likes are not as much, if you don't have enough interaction in your comment section anymore? I will just say, create for you and the people close to you. And don't create for the views or something. I understand, this like social media stuff, obviously. If you don't get enough likes anymore after being used to getting likes and views, you can seriously be bummed out by that, and I understand it. And it's not because you're a bad person that's greedy for views and likes or something. It's just, I don't really know how to explain it other than I understand why you would be upset by it. And I don't blame you. I'm just gonna say, don't worry about it. Keep doing what you like doing, or you'll get burned out. No one will be happy if you burn out, and you'll quit that way. And if you quit, well, there's no one anymore to enjoy your content. Even if previously, even if your views dropped, you still have maybe like 50 people watching if you had a 10,000 subscriber count. Don't worry about it if the other 9,000 people don't want to do anything. All it cares about, those 50 people, it's 50 people. I always like to think about it, well, in YouTube 1 million, ooh, I want to get 1 million. Think about it this way, if I have 20 people watching this video, I'm happy because it's like a whole room listening to me. It's a whole room. If you imagine it that way, it's like, wow, that's 20 people, that's a lot of people just wanting to watch me play a game and talk about stuff. So yeah, don't worry about it. That's all I kind of want to say about that, or else turn into a prick. Because I've also experience with someone that's focused so much on getting followers, getting that kind of stuff, you know, the likes. He didn't do for money. Famous for becoming famous. Hanging out with real jerkbags because they could get you more followers. Creating stuff you don't want to create because it will get you all those likes and views. And as a result, leaving your friends behind because the other more famous people go first. And don't do that, because that's how you lose your friends, become depressed. And that's all I want to say about that. My name is Tom, thanks for listening, and see you next time.